Hey guys, I'm going thrift shopping today and I thought I would bring you guys along because why not? Whoa, my voice. Sorry, it's kind of early in the morning. Most of the thrift shops open around 10 a.m, 10:30, 11 a.m, 11:30 around there. So that's why it's currently 9:30 and I'm about to leave. Okay, so I'll see you there. Okay, so we are here at Mines. We just parked. So this is slightly illegal. It says no parking right there. But you know what? Everyone's parked here, so we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, so when we got to Mines, there was a little bit of a queue situation. And even though there was only like 4 or 5 people in front of us, it took a full 45 minutes to get inside the shop. And even then, we were limited to the outdoor area of the shop. I quickly looked around the place, but nothing really impressed me like the DVD collection that they had. I know. Who even has a DVD player anymore? But I do, and I was very excited when I saw all those DVDs in pretty mint condition. I found Hunger Games and Infinity War. I mean, they had a lot more movies, but these are the 2 movies I want to watch again that aren't on Netflix. We finally entered the shop area, and it was pretty small, but it certainly contained lots of treasures. The shop was pretty well organized, although the shoes, the bags, and the clothes didn't really catch my eye. This is me looking through the clothes while clinging on to the 2 DVDs that I chose, like my life depends on it. Not sure why, but I am. Something that really stood out to me was the home decorations. For example, this tissue box really stood out to me, but alas, it didn't match the aesthetic of my room or any part of the house. I also looked at this pot that I knew my mom would really appreciate. Next, they had quite a wide selection of jewelry that really caught my eye, and I ended up spending quite a lot of time at the ring section, just looking through all the rings, and I got a few things. So you'll see what I got later. The next place I went to was the Praisehaven Salvation Army secondhand store. Wait, it says push and then this one says pull. This place was huge. It has everything. And everything was neat and tidy, well organized, had nice aircon. It was a pleasant experience. It's the definition of pleasant. I mostly kind of just looked through all the clothes. They had some interesting clothes. This white dress is kind of pretty, but not really my style, so I let it go. I would say that oh, look at this teal color. I would say that the prices are a little bit more pricey than mine's. Pricier than I expected. $30 for a dress, for a secondhand dress, is kind of pricey to me. You know, I kind of want that like $5 vibe. You know what I'm saying? I was actually genuinely looking for a hat, but I didn't find anything that suited me, so here's just a montage of me trying on hats. So I ended up trying on this black $10 1920s-esque dress. It was kind of cute and pretty. It was shiny. I quite liked it, but it didn't give me a waistline, so I thought that I didn't really like it, and it was kind of itchy. I don't know why. The material wasn't great. Then I tried on this gorgeous floral dress, also $10, but unfortunately it was really just too tight for comfort, and you can kind of see me bursting through the seams. Just a little bit too tight. If not, I would totally buy it. It was $10, but yeah. Next thing I tried on was this blouse. It was $5 and I kind of liked it. I was kind of thinking that I could thrift flip it into something more wearable, but it wasn't really inspiring me very much, so I just let it go. Next, I went to the shoe section. They have quite a lot of pretty shoes at the Salvation Army. Unfortunately, yes, you guessed it, it's pricey. So even though I saw some really cute shoes like these lavender shoes and it was only $10, it wasn't in my size, so I let it go. This boot shiny boot thing that was $60. Kind of expensive. Then I saw these gorgeous stiletto heels from Aldo. It was $30, which is kind of expensive, but it's so pretty. I honestly considered getting it, but $30 is kind of out of my budget. Yeah, I'm broke. Before I left, I made sure to look through the jewelry as per usual. $1 per part. Yep, I really thought it was $1 per part, meaning I could mix and match the earrings. And I don't know why I was thinking. My brain clearly glitched at that moment. So yeah, my friend told me it was $1 per pair because she can read and I can't read clearly. So anyway, I managed to find some really pretty earrings that I liked. They had really pretty colors. So as per usual, I bought some earrings. By the time we left the Salvation Army, it was already 2 p.m. and my friend and I were starving, so we went to Coffee Bean next door. We grabbed some coffee and food and we spent all our money there. There it is. And we parked at this building, this rickety building. Don't know what the parking rate is, so we'll find out later. Oh, okay, and let's cross. After that, we went to New to You, a popular thrift shop that has 50% off for students on Tuesdays. But it was closed at 2:30 and we got there at 3:30, so yeah, that was disappointing. I think it's because we're behind schedule. I should have checked before we went, but anyway. So then we left and we went on our way to Lucky Plaza, our final stop. So we have Lucky Plaza Bazaar and we have Thrifting SG. Let's go to Lucky Plaza Bazaar first. Lucky Plaza Bazaar was huge and full of people and clothes. It was organized by racks and of course piles. So if you go there, you should be okay with sifting through racks and racks and racks of clothes and piles of clothes, which thankfully I was fine with both. I kind of enjoyed sifting through the piles of clothes, and yeah, it was kind of therapeutic for some reason. I especially loved finding really questionable things like stop the drugs or this green shirt, or even questionable brands like H&N. Haven't heard of that one before. Let me just put that back real quick. Some iconic finds include this top made out of bed sheets. Like, I literally have those as bed sheets. And the worst part was I was actually considering getting this and thrift flipping it up. Oh, and here is the PLMGS pinafore. Yep, snazzy. And worst of all, I considered buying this Santorina cardigan, which thankfully I was brought down to earth when I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, no. Of course, your trip isn't complete without being dripped on by the drippy air cons. Watch out for those. It kind of adds to the spiciness of the place. And lucky me, they were blasting ABBA and One Direction in the shop. So I was basically just jamming out to those songs. It was such a good experience. Lastly, don't skip the lingerie section. I know it's kind of weird to be looking through the lingerie like you don't know what it's been through, but you can get some pretty good lacy things. Final tip, when you're thrifting, try and imagine how you may style these clothes or how you may thrift flip these clothes. So when you look at them, maybe you could just like squeeze them a little bit, or like imagine them without the sleeves or whatever. Just imagine it how you would flip it. Finally, and I mean finally, we went to Thrifting SG. The clothes here were definitely of better quality, and that definitely reflected in the prices. The place is kind of small, so the aisles were super narrow and kind of difficult to navigate. The jewelry here drew me in. I was enamored by the sheer number of rings that they had. I love rings, so I just stood by the ring counter and chose the rings that I wanted. It was $5 per ring, but they had a special deal where it was 3 rings for $10, which I thought was a pretty deal. The collection of jewelry and hairpins was pretty amazing. I found some really nice earrings, but it was kind of expensive, so I didn't buy them. Just got the rings. And finally we went home to watch the Hunger Games. Like literally just went straight into Team Peter or Team Gale. Tell me which side you're on. And now the haul you've all been waiting for. I'll just jump right into it. Alright, first things first. You all saw this coming. I got these two DVDs. Perfect mint condition. What can I say? $1 each. $1? $1. Next up, I bought this bangle. Very shiny, very expensive looking, for $2. Oh, and take note that these are all 50% off. So originally this was $4 and originally this was $2. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can do the math. I think I paid $1 for these earrings, I think. Next up, I bought this ring. This was definitely $2. Another expensive looking piece. And this rose one, also $2. And I also got that pot, that porcelain pot. It's with my mom somewhere because I bought it for her, but it was $5 initially, and so I paid $2.50 for it. Oh, I forgot to mention, these earrings that I'm wearing right now, also from Mines, but it's from a different day that I went. But these ones were a little bit more expensive. These were $5, but as you can see, they are gorgeous. Yep, so depends on the day that you go, really. Alright, so I went to the Salvation Army next, and the first thing I got were these pretty green earrings. I think they're really, really pretty. Oh my goodness, I did not see that. I love dangly earrings, so these are perfect. And this color is really one of a kind. But I also noticed that I think one of them is missing a dangle. Yep, see this one over here? It's missing a little dangly thing, but it's hardly noticeable. I only noticed it when I got home and I was like, hold up. They look uneven. I also got these pink earrings, also $1. And lastly, I got these blue earrings. I don't have any earrings like this, so I thought, why not get them for a change? And in total, I paid $3.20. The 20 cents was like GST or something. So, yep, it's not net. That's GST and service charge. But I paid $3.20 for 3 pairs of earrings. So that's a pretty good deal. Moving on, I went to the Lucky Plaza bazaar. Okay, so this is where I finally buy some clothing. And the first thing is this little night dress situation. I immediately washed it before I wore it, don't worry, but I really like the lacing detail. I also got this. So these two items, just this one's a little bit more beigey, while this one is more white or off-white. This one was $2 and $2. It was actually 3 for $5, but I just couldn't find a third one that I really liked, and I didn't want to force it. You get that feel? Yeah, you shouldn't.
You can have the whole 3 nuggets. Thanks. I'm sorry.
You know, my sister came in offering me nuggets. Where was I? Yes, I went to Thrifting SG, which is the shop right next to Lucky Plaza Bazaar, and I picked up another night dress. It was $5.90. A little bit more expensive, but I really, really liked it, and you could just tell it was a different quality. Yep, I just loved the little lacing detail, and of course, rings. 3 rings for $10, which I thought was such a good deal, especially these gorgeous shiny rings. Love it. So here is where I kind of try and style the clothes that I got in my own little fashion sense way. I hope you enjoy it.